welcome to Library Storytime. We're going to have Miss Lisa read first today.
All right. This is called the Perfect Birthday Recipe. So let's see what happens here in this birthday story. Looks like he's got all kinds of stuff ready to make something. What do you think, boys and girls? What's he gonna make? Wow, if that's his kitchen, he's got lots of recipes and utensils and drawings and a calendar. There's really not much to read on there. It's just lots of little doodles that Beaver has, I guess. Beaver had always liked everything to be done properly. Looks like he's an artist, too. Every project he took on was done carefully and thoughtfully, and as Beaver saw it, perfectly. Beaver's birthday was the following day, and his latest project had taken some time to plan. It would have a chocolate layer, and a carrot layer, and a strawberry layer, and then another chocolate layer, with chocolate swirls and caramel and frosting and sprinkles and lots of candles. It would be the perfect birthday cake. I like chocolate. "It's incredible," said Tortoise the next day. See his design? Look at that. I'd like to eat that. "It's ever so big," tweeted Bird. "Will you have enough time to make it all by yourself?" "Of course not. We'll all help," said Rabbit brightly. Do you think Beaver wants help? He's got all his friends right there. "Well, actually, I have a very specific recipe," started Beaver. "Brilliant," interrupted Rabbit. "It will be so much fun to do it together. And for your birthday, too." But Beaver had planned his cake very thoughtfully and carefully. What if his friends didn't read his recipe properly? He's afraid they're going to mess things up, isn't he? As it turns out, Beaver was right to have concerns. On the recipe, 2 carrots looked like 200 carrots to Rabbit. "Too many carrots," cried Beaver. "Look at all those carrots." "Oops," said Rabbit. The carrot cake layer was ruined. Oh my, poor Beaver. Squirrel could fetch ingredients faster than Beaver could read them out. However, she was too fast at getting them into the mixing bowl. "Is that everything?" Squirrel asked brightly. "Humph," grumbled Beaver. Look, those eggs are missing the bowl. Oh my goodness. I think his friends are not really helping, are they? Tortoise worked carefully and slowly, but maybe too slowly. "Tortoise, it's dripping everywhere," panicked Beaver. "This is never going to do." So when you put the frosting on, you just got to keep swirling it. He's going so slow, it's just dripping. Bird felt it was only right to add her family's secret recipe to the chocolate layer. "Arg, what have you done?" cried Beaver. "The secret ingredient is marshmallows." I wonder what her secret ingredient was. Look at all the stuff that they have here. At last the candle was lit. Beaver's friends happily cheered their work. "What a perfect cake for you," clapped Squirrel. "It took all day, but it was worth it," said Rabbit. "Happy birthday!" So look at that. If you're a perfectionist, is that going to look nice to you?
No. Yeah.
And that was when Beaver snapped. "It was the ugliest, most disgusting cake I have ever seen," he yelled. "None of you followed my very clear recipe. You've used up all my ingredients and you took all day. I will have to start all over again, and this time I'm going to do it alone. While his friends slept, Beaver worked. He whisked and he stirred. He balanced and he spread. He twirled and he decorated until finally, there it was, his perfect birthday cake. Perfectly baked, perfectly iced, and perfectly balanced. Looks very pretty too, doesn't it?
No, that's what I thought.
And yet it was not perfect at all. He looked around the empty picnic basket and sniffed away a sob. Then another and another and another sob until he couldn't stop. Look, he's just crying. Why is he crying?
Because there's no one.
Yeah, it's no fun to have a birthday cake if you're all by yourself, right?
Yeah, and no one.
His poor friends couldn't sleep, though, because they heard all the crying, all the sobbing. I missed my entire birthday trying to make everything perfect, and nothing is perfect at all, said Beaver. My friends didn't even care to show up to my party. Only because we were sleeping. It's the middle of the night, comforted Rabbit. Now, come on, off to bed with you. The following day, Beaver's friends threw him a party. The decorations were wonky and the lemonade was sour and the cake was stale with the odd pickled worm in it. Ooh, there's a pickled worm in his cake? Oh my goodness. I don't know where. I was looking for it. It was not at all what Beaver had planned, but it was the best birthday he had ever had. In fact, it was perfect.
I think I found it.
You see a pickled worm?
Yeah, I found it.
Where do you see him?
I think right there.
Yeah, there's some green slimy stuff. That might be the worm.
I found it.
Anyway, so there's his perfect recipe, but he's amended it to make sure that he includes his friends. Happy birthday to the beaver. All right, Miss Kim, you have an activity you want to do with us?
Well, first we better read this story.
Okay.
A short story to lead into our activity today. Wait, I want to tell you a story. Once there was a muskrat sitting quietly in a tree. Along came a tiger. I'm going to eat you, little muskrat, said the tiger. Wait, said the muskrat. I want to tell you a story. Okay, said the tiger, but make it quick. Look at Muskrat's eyes. They're really scared. Once upon a time, said the muskrat, there was a frog sitting on a pond. A big shark came up through the water and said, I am going to eat you, little frog. Wait, said the frog. I want to tell you a story. Okay, said the shark, but make it quick. Once upon a time, said the frog, there was a lizard sitting on a rock. A big snake came along and said, I'm going to eat you, little lizard. The lizard's got a great big eye, too. Wait, said the lizard. I want to tell you a story. Okay, said the snake, but make it quick. Once upon a time, said the lizard, there was a fly sitting on a web. A big spider came along and said, I'm going to eat you, little fly. Wait, said the fly. I want to tell you a story. I don't want to hear it, said the spider, and the spider ate the fly. Pay close attention now what happens. So the spider ate the fly. And I, said the tiger, am going to eat you, little muskrat. Wait, shouted the muskrat, there's more. The lizard ate the spider. The snake ate the lizard. The frog ate the snake. And the shark ate the frog. Never thought about a shark eating a frog before in my life, but
I know a song about a frog eating a snake.
Right.
I know
That one doesn't make
snake
sense either.
eating a lizard.
yep, it's all mixed up. What happened then? Asked the tiger. The crocodile ate the tiger, said the muskrat. Now look at the tiger's eyes. What crocodile? Asked the tiger.
Look behind.
Snap! Oh dear. There's the tiger's tail. And the muskrat got away.
What's that behind him?
I think that's just showing where he ran and hopped around. Yep, there he is, happy now.
He has big ears.
Yep. So he got away. So we had all these creatures eating one another in this story. You think we can remember who ate who?
I do.
All right. First of all, I got to give you a few pieces here to
I know.
tell our story.
We're
We're kind of going to tell our story all over again is what we're going to do. So,
Spider ate the
let's see here.
Spider ate the fly. Man, I want the muskrat. No, that was mine. The crocodile was mine.
Okay.
Okay, so we had the tiger who wanted to eat the muskrat.
Where's the muskrat?
Wait just a minute. And the shark who wanted to eat the frog. And the snake to eat the lizard. And the spider wants to eat the fly. Okay, so we're going to start with the lizard.
Who's got the
Who's got the lizard?
Probably put him over here because then he's
I
going to be
think on
eaten.
this side's best, yes.
there we go.
Okay, where's that little muskrat? Could we get the muskrat up here too? The muskrat's just kind of going to watch it all from down here. There we
He's
go.
telling the story.
Good deal. He's telling the story. So we had the lizard who ate what? What did the lizard eat?
I know.
What the lizard
Remember
ate.
the spider? Do you remember the spider? Who has the spider?
Bring the spider up.
Last crocodile and spider.
Well, spider comes next because the lizard.
The
eats
lizard
spider.
ate the spider. There we go. Okay. And then the snake.
Who's got the snake?
Just put him right there.
The snake ate the lizard.
Ate the lizard.
Watch out, the crocodile's going
Okay.
to eat you.
Then we had a frog.
Eats the snake.
The shark ate the frog.
Who ate the snake?
The shark,
Who ate the frog?
the shark, and the crocodile ate the tiger.
The shark. Can we put him
Probably-
down here?
Probably go back down there.
Very good. The shark ate the frog. Who ate the shark? Did we hear anything about the shark? I don't think we did,
Who
did
ate
we?
The shark is.
Okay.
I think the crocodile.
So, where is that crocodile?
Right here, did the crocodile eat the shark?
All right. And let's put the
Crocodile ate
crocodile right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right there he goes.
Wait, the crocodile ate the snake.
Now the crocodile ate the.
Tiger.
Yeah, you guys both bring him up here. There's
Yeah,
that. Careful.
there's the crocodile.
and he
And
eats
he
the
eats the tiger.
tiger. Arr.
Ooh.
Yep,
Yep.
he eats the tiger.
And so then the little muskrat is happy and he runs away.
From all the
He's free from all those creatures.
Whee!
Yeah, that's how that all went. Okay, boys and girls. This Lisa, you have another story.
I do. This one's just like the muskrat ran away. We're gonna have a story about a pea. Do you guys like green peas? Yeah, I love them. Now, my son did not like them, and his grandmother forced him to eat peas one time when we were at her house. Yeah, and they came back up because he didn't like them. Anyway, so this is the runaway pea, so he might be running away from somebody who's trying to gobble him up. Let's find out what happened. Look at all these other veggies down here. They all have little eyes, and they're very cute. Here's a whole shelf full of peas. My favorite shelf in the grocery store. Oh, look, there he is. The runaway pea. Dinner is ready, but what do we see? Something's escaping. It's a runaway pea. He pinged off the plate with incredible force. Where's he going? Then slipped and went splat in a puddle of sauce. The carrots and beans were laughing with glee. You didn't get far, you piddling pea. Just watch, said the pea. I've hardly begun. I might only be small, but I want to have fun. The pea shot away with a skip and a hop. Here he goes. Into the dog bowl he fell with a plop. Climb, little pea, climb up to the side, quick before Boris's mouth opens wide. The runaway pea jumped amazingly high, so nearly landed in Boris's eye. He rolled along Boris's back in a flash, but a flick of his tail set him flying off. Where do you think he's headed now?
Fish tank.
Oh, you think he's gonna get in the fish tank? Splash! Where am I? He wondered. His head really hurt. Get out of my tank, said Adelie with a squirt. Getting him out of the fish tank. He fell on a mousetrap, which snapped with a bang and bounced off a cobweb that stretched and went twang. He came to a rest on a high, dusty shelf. So far, so good, smiled the pea to himself. Surely there's nothing else left to go wrong. And then a fan started up and blew him along. He's a long way from the kitchen table, isn't he?
Yeah.
And that's what below with an orangey glow. And what is that below with an orangey glow? It's the slot in the top of a toaster. Oh no! Is he gonna fall inside the toaster? Become a broiled pea? In the pea fell, unable to stop. Then the toaster pinged up with a mighty pop. Oop, looks like he got a little scorched. Ow! Cried the pea. My bottom's on fire. As he flew straight on into a tumbling dryer. Buffered and battered and bounced all about, the pea was so glad when he finally got out, he collapsed on a shirt that had newly been washed. Look out, little pea, you're going to get squashed. What is this?
It's like a thing that you can dry your clothes on.
What gets the wrinkles out of your clothes? An iron, you're right. This is a big iron coming to press him down. He tumbled and rolled along. He was out of control. Under the fridge to a dark, sticky hole. Ooh, what's under your fridge? Too weary to move, he just let out a groan, then got a strange feeling that he was not alone. Out of the gloom came a mysterious shape, a dried up banana and 2 moldy grapes. Oh dear, said the pea, what has happened to you? We were naughty, they said. We ran away too. We don't recommend it, they whimpered quite sadly. You'll get old and wrinkled and start to smell rather badly. I've changed my mind, said the runaway pea. I'll get back on that plate where I really should be. You won't, said the grapes, 'cause you've been on the floor. Runaway pea, you are not loved anymore. Are we supposed to eat food that falls to the floor? No. Little pea trembled. He knew it was true. There was nowhere for him to go and nothing to do. Helpless and hopeless and feeling forlorn, his tired eyes closed and he gave a big yawn. But a magic thing happened while he was asleep. What's happening? Somebody's cleaning under the refrigerator, right? He woke up beside the recycling heap. The soil was soft and the weather was sunny, and soon the pea started to feel a bit funny. Under the ground he was sprouting some roots, and out of his top he was shooting out shoots. The shoots all had pods, and inside every one was a party of new peas, all bursting with fun. So if you should ever hear a ping, pop, or splat, or a splosh in the sink, or a yowl from the cat, or a rapperty tap in the cupboard, then please don't panic. It's only the runaway peas. Look at all of them go. And that's the story of the runaway pea. Pretty fun.
Does that remind anybody else of some other item of food?
Broccoli.
Yeah?
Have you heard the story about the meatball that got away?
Yeah.
Yeah, on top of
On
spaghetti.
top of spaghetti, yes. The meatball runs away.
All right, we have one more story today. Madeline Finn and the library dog. A cute dog. I do not like to read. Not books, not magazines, not even the menu on the ice cream truck. Wow. You'd think the ice cream truck would at least be fun to read. And I especially do not like to read out loud. Keep trying, Madeline Finn, my teacher says. But sometimes I can't figure out the words. Sometimes the sentences get stuck in my mouth like peanut butter. Sometimes people giggle when I make a mistake. And I never get a star sticker from my teacher, not even a smiley face. Instead, I get a heart that says, keep trying. I get a lot of keep trying stickers, but I want the star. I think I would like to have the star too. Stars are for good readers. Stars are for understanding words and for saying them out loud. But I know what else they're for. Stars are for making wishes. So I make a wish for my very own star. See all the fireflies? I like to call them lightning bugs. I guess wishes take a while because I don't get my star on Monday or Tuesday. Keep trying, my teacher tells me on Wednesday. On Thursday, I say the frog's name wrong. It's Samuel. I try to get away with Sam, but it doesn't work. Friday is no better. Look at all those heart stickers she's got on those papers coming out of her backpack.
And what does it look like she said?
Yep, they all say keep trying. That is important, though, to keep trying. On Saturday, Mom takes me to the library. Hello, Madeline Finn, Mrs. Dimple said. She's our librarian. I don't like to read, I remind her in case she forgot. Oh, I remember, she says. But today we have something special, something you might enjoy. Well, there's always fun things going on at the library. I wonder what's going on now. You guessed it, Madeline Finn. Would you like to read to a dog? Lots of dogs there. I'm sure we all would have a favorite.
Gosh, a big white dog.
Yes, he is big. He is. Sweet. Mrs. Dimple leads me over to a big white dog. This is Bonnie. Why don't you pick out a book to read to her? She's a great listener. Bonnie is beautiful, like a big snowy polar bear. Would you like to try, Mom asks. Yes, please, I say, but not very loud. So she's thinking about it. At first, I'm nervous. I get the letters all mixed up, and the words don't sound right. But then I look at Bonnie, and she looks right into my eyes. She doesn't giggle. I feel better. I try again. Halfway through, I get stuck on another word. Bonnie doesn't mind. She puts her big paws in my lap and lets me pet her until I figure it out. That's pretty cool. After that, Bonnie and I read together every Saturday. It's fun to read when you're not afraid of making mistakes. Bonnie teaches me that it's okay to go slow and to keep trying, just like the sticker says. I still don't have a star, but I can be patient like Bonnie. Soon, it's almost time to read in class again. But when I go to the library, Bonnie's not there. Neither is Mrs. Dimple. Would you like to wait for another day? The other librarian asks. No, thank you, I say as politely as I can. Don't worry, Mom tells me later. Bonnie was just busy today. But what about school? I ask. You'll do fine, she says. Just pretend you're reading to Bonnie. Think that might work? On Monday morning, I am very nervous. Madeline Finn, would you like to read next? The teacher asks. Yes, please, I say, but not very loud. The first sentence goes pretty well. Then I mess up on a word, and then another. I hear someone giggle. But then I think about Bonnie. I take a deep breath and pretend she's right next to me. Next thing I know, I'm at the bottom of the page. I look at my teacher. She has a big smile on her face. I did it. I got my star. Yay, Madeline. Don't you feel better for her? On Saturday, we go to the library again. Mrs. Dimple is back. I got my star, I tell her. I want to give it to Bonnie. Well done, Madeline Finn, she says. I think Bonnie might have a surprise for you, too. Oh? What do you think?
I don't know. Probably,
What could the surprise be?
Probably she's bringing him home.
Maybe she gets to take her home? That'd be a surprise. Aw, look at that. Madeline Finn, would you like to read to Bonnie and her puppies? Oh boy, that's a bunch of them. Let's count the puppies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow.
You didn't count one.
Did I miss one?
Bonnie.
Oh, well, Bonnie makes 9 dogs. Yes, 9 dogs for Madeline to read to. Wow. Wonder what she had to say about that. Yes, please, I say. Nice and loud. Oh, I'm so happy for Madeline. I'm sure you are too.
Yeah.
It is very important to keep trying. That just shows us how important that is.
I'm happy for her and Bonnie.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed the stories today. Come and visit us again sometime. Bye-bye.
Bye.